Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 4, Episode 82, I believe. Let me just double check a second. Yes, 82. I check and then I forget. Yeah, so before we start, I logged in today. The game immediately crashed, and when I went and looked at the error, I had a ticking tile entity, which was that thing there, the Thormium Anvil. So I MC edited it out, deleted it, recreated it. So if you do see the fact that my game mode has been updated and I've been giving stuff to myself, that's just me fixing the usual Minecraft problems. Oh god, here we go. Get rid of you. You are not allowed to grow there. Thank you very much. I probably just need to go and check those lighting bugs because of thank you. I'm guessing you are, yeah. Oh, 2 cows familiarized, are you? Oh, you're actually letting me. Okay, fine. Alright, they're not ready to be, they're not ready to be familiarized yet. Wow, we're jumping out of the thing. I think I did them at the end of the day. I'm going to have to let them go overnight, I think, and do them in the morning. Right, where were we? Chestnut log. The chestnut log needs to be put away somewhere, and we will find a suitable spot for that. What are you? You are also a chestnut log, come away. Chestnut, a little bit of chestnut, and there. Chestnut, lovely. Right, so last episode we pushed and pushed and pushed, and let me grab some of that, and we got to this point. So we made this area back here. This is obviously our chemical construct room, and we've now got this laid out, which is going to be where our infusion altar goes. Yeah, making progress. However, we need to make some stuff. So first things first, we need to make 4 of those. We also need, where is my all my wands? 1, 2. Thank you. We also need to make some more, quite a bit more actually, of this lot. So let me, there we go, like that. 2, 3, 4. That should do the trick. We'll use the low capacity wand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can take that, and first things first, we need the book. Because the book will tell us which, I can never remember this. This is one of my weak points with Thorncraft. I can never remember whether it's that and then that. Okay. So it's these ones first. And then 4 of those. And then we need to do, that makes, each one of these will make 2. That's fine. I only want these for starters, because we're going to bat it with our, so that's that. We'll pop you down here for now. And if we look, we should see these are transparent to whatever you put underneath them. So if we take this now, I think, no, I think I need to go and fill it back up again. Oh, and it's 110 cost. Let me just double check. Yes, we need 25 of each. So I need to go back out with our jetpack and go out and do another little wand filling. This is the only problem with early Thorncraft, is you are running backwards and forwards pretty much constantly filling your wands up. So if you can get a whole load of nodes nearby, then so much the better. And what I didn't do, like an idiot, is bring my spectre goggles. So consequently, I can't. Damn it! I need to land. And I really, you've got to be careful. You know, you can get away with that in vanilla. You really can't get away with it in this. Let me just do that round so I don't end up flying everywhere. Right, let me go. I only need to top it. Well, I might as well take both and top them both off. But I only need to top it up by a little bit. So, yeah, that one kind of makes a twisted sense. We'll just put that on. Stick you on there. Brilliant. And go and grab the other wand. Fill them both up. If we got them both full, then we've got no excuses, have we? Right, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, we're back. And one of my favourite, and I absolutely do mean one of my favourite pieces of graphic rendering in the entire game. I love this. This is an absolutely beautiful block. Always has been, always will be. And it will always be a timeless classic, no matter whether Azenor decides to update or not, and, you know, continues with Thorncraft. I think it will always be an absolutely beautiful piece of work. And then we just want to get you down, and then we're going to need another 4. I think it's another 8, isn't it? It's about 7 actually, but I don't know whether. Yeah, we're a little bit shy. We're going to need to get some more stone. That's going to do us some. 1, so I need 4. I need 5 more, and I've got nowhere near. Okay, let's see what we can see. Let's jump up here and grab some of you. Let's go in there and grab a few of those, even though, you know, the problem is the crystals are a bit of a pain in this, because obviously we need to recrystallize them in barrels, but after grinding them and stuff. But I think it might be worthwhile. Actually, this stuff, the fire infusion, yeah, might be able to do something. Who knows? Might be able to do something quite special. I think 2 should be enough. That's 9. Yeah, let me just do 1 more, and then we'll 1, 2. That'll give me 5. Oh, okay. And we're just now slightly shy, but it doesn't matter because we've got those there. Yeah, I thought there was something wrong. I didn't think I'd done we need that. There we go. And while we're at it, do that. Have you got anything to say? Nothing to say. Right. So this is our infusion altar, all done and shiny. And if I F1, we're gonna screenshot that. I've already done a screenshot because I forgot to take one for the previous episode, so yeah, done that. And this thing here and these I'm going to put in the Thorncraft. Thorncraft, my God, my frog. The frog's still with me, by the way. I haven't lost my froggy throat. Let's use the knowledge shard. Pop that away. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to stick that in there for now. I'll do this over here. Now, there are many things that I would like to build in this particular pack. There we go. That gets neat, and that actually looks quite nice. It just adds to it. However, the real thing that I would like above all else out of here, I mean, I'm not bothered about any of these because I suspect they're just not going to work very well. Brain in a jar, yeah. Magic mirror, useful. We may want to go there, but thermostatic harness could be entertaining, but we've now got the jetpack, so largely useless. Banners, yeah. Boots of the Traveller. This is the stuff I want. I want one of these. The instability is low. so we don't really need too much. But I'm not going to take it for granted. I think if you assume you have a low instability and go down that route, that's where you end up with problems. So let's not assume that we've got no problem. Let us go and put this away. I'm fine, thank you. Put that away. We'll keep hold of you. The big tree sapling can go in there. And let's take a stroll. I feel like walking rather than flying, but then no, let's fly because we can, and that's not what we needed to do, is it? Okay, this just changes everything though. This flight. I mean, this. There was a comment saying that the don't do that. Oh, hello. I don't remember seeing you there. These are new. Yeah, I noticed that we've had a thing with nodes appearing. At least that wasn't a hungry node appeared next to our creeper spawner. That would have upset me quite considerably. These are new. I don't know. We seem to have had some terrain gen go off. It's useful to know it's here, but I'm not entirely sure where or why these have appeared. Oh dear. Right. Let us swap back. This is the safer spawner of the two, by the way. Still, always has been. We've got 64 and 35, so we'll take those. That is full. That one's nowhere near full at this moment. But let us just head back up this way. We'll scan those other two nodes while we pass them, because it'd be wrong not to. And I may sleep we may camp out. I was never a big. It's funny actually. I was thinking the other day how some kids are absolute fiends for camping out. You know, it's like as soon as summer comes, they want to be out in the tents in the garden, camping with the mates and stuff. And I was never one of those kids. I was a real wuss when it came to camping. I really, really didn't like it. Now we need to go and familiarise our animals as well, because I know I've missed some opportunities, and they're probably losing familiarisation. So that's a biggie as well. We should. Who are you, Aaron? Ignis, you're not bad to have her on your doorstep, definitely. And I'll just scoot around like that. Hello, Enderman. Oh, I want that hat. I want the Enderman. I want to actually catch the Enderman and keep his hat on him. Baby zombie. What have we got to go? I just want to go and check the crops actually while I think about it. And I need to do something with this area. It really does need. Yeah, I think we should need to think about harvesting said crops actually. Let me come in for a controlled landing. It's not much of a landing as a controlled crashing, but mature for definite, mature, and these are all nice and mature. So they need harvesting as well. What I do need out of everything here is this stuff. Because this is what we'll need to familiarise the animals. And we also need it for bread. Yeah, we'll leave. What date is it actually? August. I don't think we've got enough time for. Have we got time for another crop? I don't know. Let's find out. Worst that happens is it pops off, doesn't grow fast enough, pops off, and goes. Anyway, let me just sort myself out a little, and I'll be back with you in a sec. All right. So what I want to do is I want to use this center point here as my guide point for the central blocks. I really don't care about cave-ins, which is just as well, and yeah, is not a problem. So what I need to do is I need to pop this on, change my, what was the jetpack GUI? I can't remember. Where are we? Jetpack. Simply jetpacks. Oh. I want to toggle you on and hover. Uses a little bit more juice than we used to, but it doesn't really matter because what we're going to do, this is the middle stone here. So what I will actually do, just so we can see this, is if I take that out, that shows me exactly where my middle is. I'm not too worried about mobs down here because it is reasonably well lit. So if I go 1, 2, I say I'm not worried about mobs, but I'll tell you something that scares the crap out of me when I can hear that. Let me swap this out for a moment. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, I think 4 that way. And we can just take out most of this space here and the world will be happy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we need to do the same in the other directions, and I thought I'd swapped you out. Yeah, it's a little bit unstable down here, as you can probably tell. Just a touch. But anyway, I need to clear out some space, and once we've got 4 out that way, which I'm going to need to take out another line, what we're going to do is we are going to use some of this to basically frame this in, just because I don't like mobs blowing my stuff up, and creepers will offend, I guarantee it. So let me just work this lot through, and I will be back again in a little while. All right, we're making some progress through there. I've just come out to do the watering and I think these are probably not ready yet. Are they ready for familiarization? They think they are, but not you. You and you and you and you. So yeah, these are, as you can see, they're getting to the point of the same as that. So come on, out of the way, cow. Takes a while. It's just one of them things. It has to be done, especially if you want to shear sheep. So it occurs to me we're probably not going to have enough heads to really capitalise on this stabilising of the altar at the moment. However, it also occurs to me that we do have a very, very, very good means of getting more heads. So we've got a looting sword over at the spider spawner. If I were to grab, if I'd have thought about it, I would have had it here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get a little bit of great wood. I think that will make a nice floor, and or sequoia even, if I actually went with what I just said. It doesn't matter. We'll take how much is in there anyway? Oh, there's still plenty of stacks, so we'll grab this. We'll go back down now. Let me show you where we're at the moment. It's crude. I have had to mix up the materials to make it actually work, but that's not a problem. And what we're going to do now is just take out the floor here, And we're going to, so we've got this floor one, then that's going to be skulls, floor, skulls, floor, skulls. So 3 deep. I think this is going to be okay. I often remember it does actually go down reasonably well underneath, reasonably far, not well, underneath the altar, and for stabilizers. So we shall we'll give it a try. But we'll have multiple floors of this, and yeah, it should be interesting. I say never tried to do altar stabilization. Well, never been able to do altar stabilization in using ThermaCraft, because ThermaCraft has never existed in any of my TFC playthroughs. So this will be an interesting little experiment. Now, in terms of getting access to the various floors, I think I'm going to be a little bit cheeky, and we'll basically, as we fill them up, we'll close them off, and because we should never need to access, it's a stabilizer. It's something we never need to come back to. Once they are in, they're in, and that's the way I think I like it, because you know, you'll have all these heads underneath the floors. Now in fact I've built, let alone seen, altars where the stabilizers have been very visible, and part of the build, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just think I like mine clean and out of the way. And we could have put in a glass floor, for example, so we could see all the skulls underneath, but what's the point? They don't actually look that nice, all those creeper heads. It's if nothing else, it's a little bit grisly. However, the important bit with all stabilization of ThermaCraft altars is that you balance your stabilizers. So if I place one here, there needs to be one there. If I place one in this corner here, I need one in this corner over here. And so it's always important to do that. Any imbalance will actually put instabilities in your infusions. So I need to basically fill this floor with these, and hopefully the creepers won't find it too offensive. I'm sure they will. But yeah, let me just continue on filling this out, and I shall be back with you in a moment. Alright, first floor in, we are going to use our alloy smelter, and we're going to make some quite clear glass, because you know, glass is as good as anything for a floor in there, and it's relatively cheap, and it also allows light through because there's light source at the bottom and there's no spawning on it, so all bonuses. But we'll get this done, and I think we also do need to seriously think about heading off to the creeper spawner to get some more heads. So I will need to head to the spider spawner first to get the things. We probably should charge this up as well if we can. Going to take a fair wodge out of the power, but oh well, we'll live. And blonk. And 46 is always a good start. I love how the stacks go. Oh, you can only have 32 of those, and oh, now you're glass. Now you can have 64 because I do not recognise you as a TerraFirmaCraft item. It's almost like Ferrero Rocher Ambassador with these things. You are really spoiling us. I really do genuinely think that if a British diplomat, or any diplomat, not even a British one, I mean, although that does sound like a very British diplomat kind of thing to do, doesn't it? Turn up with a big tube of big box of Ferrero Rochers. I'll take that one. Did I not get zombie heads somewhere? I'm sure I did, you know. Well, doesn't matter. Take that off. Let's head down and get this next floor in. Now, the interesting thing with this particular problem is how, so we've got this going on now. Once I've got this floor in, this floor is actually going to be quite difficult to do, and there is a trick to this, and I shall share it with you in a moment. But first things first, let's get a quite clear glass floor above these creeper heads, because they are actually quite creepy, and we need to continue on building on the stabilizers. So again, I will get this done and I shall be back with you in a mo. Alright, so at this point what I would normally do is I will get start and put this section, just the first layer of it, on this wall here, and then we can start to build up 2 layers of stabilizers at the same time, gradually moving in until we have to basically get out, you know, through a hole and fill in behind us. That way we can quite easily do 1, 2, but we can also do 1. It's probably more cost effective if I just jump for these, and it just means that you're not suddenly unable to fill this in properly. So yeah, we need more stabilizers, definitely. And we could, in normal Thermacraft, obviously in this we could use this as well. You know, not a great problem, but I'm just gonna do this for now. So we need more stabilizers. We need to go to the spider spawner, retrieve a retrieve a thing of thing, and get some thing, and good. Yeah, I'm good with the words. Oh, hang on. I'm just going to pop those over. I don't know. Stick it there for now. Well, that'll go in there when we're done. We also need to think about ITER. So we're going to need to find a good source of ITER. That one isn't, ironically. The boots are not particularly a good source of ITER. Some think boats are a good source of ITER, and they're relatively cheap. So that will give us ITER, and we need to make the essentials for this. But first things first, let me swap out this for a proper piece of armor, and we can probably quickly sleep the night off and go and do some stuff and things. I think we've also got 33 levels, so I think it would make a certain amount of sense. How are you doing? You're going to enchant our scythe. I'm going to do the scythe. I'll be interested to see what we get on this, because it has a damage, so it could get things like sharpness, or, well, it could get many things, but sharpness is the one that I immediately think of. I'm going to take the first one off the bat, bang, and it is efficiency 4, which was utterly useless. Someone mentioned that in open blocks there is a disenchanter. I can't find it. Open blocks has many things, but I couldn't find anything along the lines of a disenchanter. Trophies, sponges, XP bottler, which path, auto enchantment table. I can't see unless it's got a different name. Where are we? Drawing table. No, no, absolutely not. Not building a golden egg, even if there is. Yes, there is the means to get it if you could find an egg, which actually that is not trivial. If anybody saw the epic quest for chickens in the previous epic eraser, what do you've got to be something to do with drawing. Squeegee, world domination with open blocks. Maybe that's the answer. Oh well, anyway, we have done that. I don't want to waste the XP, so we'll obviously go over to the spider spawner, grab the looting sword, and yeah, we'll get on with that. So I shall be right back with you. Alright, off to creeper spawner now. I did a little bit of farming while I was there, because obviously they did spawn, so it seems silly not to kill them and and take their juicy spidery goodness. What was that? Oh, it's just I was sort of a moment there that might have been a hoofer thing, but it wasn't. It was a different thing. I really need to work on my words sometimes, don't I? Whee! Am I going to be able to fly through the trees in this fog? Because it's a bit more challenging. Trees is complicated. But no, we are going to get away with it. Whee! Splash. It really makes no sense whatsoever why that actually makes a difference, you know. Whoa. That shouldn't have happened. So creeper spawn are obviously a lot slower. So we do my usual trick. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to wait, let a load of creepers spawn, go down and butcher them, gather their lovely goodness, and then we'll repeat. And yeah, I'll be back in a bit. All right, this is I think the last batch, because I'm not the amount of gunpowder I'm getting is prodigious. I'm getting a reasonable amount of these as well, but we need to be on. This is something I think we can continue at a later date. I'll just do, like, you know, grinding between episodes kind of thing. We don't need to do this on session, so to speak. However, I would like to get over to the farm. Of course, it's nice early first thing in the morning time, so we can get in there and very quickly and rapidly get the normalization. So I'm doing it first thing in the morning again. It's getting out of whack with my timing that I require, and yeah, so we'll do that very quickly. We've got another 12, so that's, I mean, it's not to be sniffed at, but we have got the milking to do. You and you. How are we doing there now? Actually, 7. 2 more, another day's, and we're done. You are familiarized, and oh, that one's, they're all locked in. Excellent. That one isn't, however. Or that. Oops. Oh, okay. Don't want any, huh? Fine. So I think the next thing we're going to be doing, and that's going to be next episode, is doing our first infusion, which is exciting. I would like a trapdoor, and I would like to chop down these blocks here. And yes, I know the saw is faster, but this axe is pretty damn fast too. And what we shall do is we'll go plob, 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 and then we'll plob this one just there. That will allow us to get in easily enough. Ow, it's actually enough of a drop that it hurts. That's interesting. Who knew? 1, 2, 1, 2. That's 1, 2. Oh, hello. I don't know whether that makes a difference. I'm not going to take the chance. 1, 2, and we'll do here 1, 2, 1, and a 2. But yeah, that's looking reasonably good. I am happy with that. So there's a couple of things I really want to push. I want to get those boots. I also want to then move and push black steel. I think that's the next logical progression to get to from here, from a steel anvil to black steel, which we have got black steel ingots. We don't have many. We have 3 of them to be precise. But we also do have, is it this one? Weak steel, which if we use that, we can make weak steel nuggets. We can weld it with pig iron to make high carbon black steel. So that's the that, we can also, if we can find the relevant thing, weak steel, pig iron and flux to make it directly in there, and then obviously we can get that done. So I think, and we've got, how much of that have we got anyway? 7, so that will give us 10. We just need to do another batch and we're laughing. And we can move very quickly from the steel age to the black steel age, and then from black steel age the only thing remaining is red and blue steel, which is going to be entertaining, especially. But this tech mod, the tech add-on has made such a huge difference. It isn't even funny. It's you know, it is a vast difference. So I put a stack of coal in the furnace. It's still going, but yeah, but we're nearly there with coal coke. We're going to need also to I probably want to relocate this stuff, and I was thinking that if we're having all this around here, then we should probably just stack all of this over here for now, at least until we start wanting it somewhere else, you know. Kind of, that sounds really obvious actually when you say it, but it's true. There's some stuff that we can do in Railcraft which may make this process a little bit more entertaining. Not as much because we're not making steel the same way we would in Railcraft. We are, you know, we're making other stuff. But I think on that note, that's time to finish up. We've made some headway with the Thorncraft, and I'm largely happy with that. That's worked out well. So I think until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.